So REST car implementation, we do the testing now. So we did the implementation server part, because this is the part, maybe this implementation, this is the class implementation, interface implementation. You need to be call your front-end technology, Timeleaf, JSF, JFS, or in JavaScript-based framework, Angular, but you need to be implement, because I am showing here the Java part only. How can you implement, how can you consume the services, build your own interfaces, own services here. Maybe that's why I said you the microservice world, how you have to consume maybe 3 or more microservices here within one class, and then you publish as a new microservices. That's I said. If here, let's say you can get a microservice from the Amazon or PayPal or eBay or Facebook, and then we try to consume these microservices and implement your services and publish use services as a microservice, as a REST services, and then your front-end technology just simply call the services, because you did your all the communication, you did implementation, the all business logic is there, they are clean microservices to call, because you are calling maybe 4 or 5 microservices into the use service, and you publish the services, and other one can call use services, and then it's rep to rep. So they have, you did the abstraction, other web front-end developer call your abstraction layer, and this. So that's why I said how you can communicate, how can you consume the services into the your implementation in Java world, and then after that, when you implement it done, then you abstract in services to publish the for the web developer, because this is the intention, to give it to you clear idea how what I mean, how we can do. Maybe here 10 or 15 services, web services call to build only one simple one functions, one methods, to consuming the maybe Amazon service, PayPal, or Google services or Facebook services, and build only one single functions to communicating with other 3 services and build your service, and after that you can also publish the services in the and then other one can use any front-end technologies. So let's have a try to test it our services, the implementation as a Java client, as a RestEasy client, the beginning client, JAX client, HTTP clients, and template, the REST template client. We will talk step by step further. So let's have a finish it this one. So here what we did, we have some annotations. This is very simple. We call implement our class. Just define the instance of the class and define the object, save methods. Let's have a run first this one, so these functions. So this is the test, and we can run it because we already have the services into the our so this is the so you see that there is a one record as a test, the record 2, that's what we are looking for. This is the intention, that's where we are. So it says service 1 is the 2 recorded, only one services. Let's have it done like to do the omit the functions to do the new record, to insert the 2 record. We can do what we would like to do. So let's have it run this, the save method, 2 record is running. So this is as I said. So it says 200 do 2 record save. This is a save function that we already implemented here. So you see the response object, the save functions. This is your class call, and then so on and so forth. So let's have a call again the test functions that we have. And let's have the get all. So this is the get all implementations. Let's see, run it again. So at least we have 3 records. You see the 3 records properly handled it here. So exactly what we expected. So let's have an individual. So save function working, and then get all is working properly, and let's have a checked the specific one. If you pass the specific ID and it's working or not working. So we pass the specific. You see the user role ID 2, 3, 4. There is no 1, so we can go also. We can go the specific 2 ID, and then pass it, call it. So it's get the specific one. This is looking for the specific ID. So let's immediate is we can do also the update and do the update part. So a specific ID, you can update part. Let's pass the, because we didn't have it in the number 2, so we did here. So we can pass it like update 2. So it says set 1 2 to 1 1 1 2 2 2. Let's, and this is the update. Now we can pass it update fast and read it the object itself. So we can update fast and get it again the ID. If you have it, so that's 1 1 1, then how it's look like. So let's have a checked. This 2 is running, but it says the exceptions, unable to mark the request body, something wrong. Let's have it checked in the server part. Not here. Is this the number 2 is up to date? Let's have it checked. Number 2 is up to date. This is should be 1 1 and 2. You see it's up to date, but there is exception. I will need to handle this one. So it's we have expected it's up to date 1 1 1. The username and user types 2 2 2 is up to date properly. So that means our save, get, sync individual get, and update functioning, update working properly. And let's have a check the delete functions. Delete CRUD operations, and then do the CRUD operations. This case we can pass it like number 2. We deleted number 2. Let's have deleted. So it's okay. And now we can delete. We delete it. We can run it like delete if you got it, or we can check it is like everything is there. So except 2. So delete 2 is deleted. That means all the operations that we implement, the REST clients and the RestEasy, and then it works automatically what we expected. And I will continue the further implementations, further REST client implementation for JAX-RS implementation is already done. It's here. REST client implementation is already done with the different JAX-RS implementations. It is done. I will check with you later in the latest screencast how can you call it, how can you implement the services, and it's here is the implementation for the Apache REST clients. Also the same thing we will do together, implementation and do the test, JUnit testing here, and this REST API, REST template with the REST template client, how can you consume, and I will do the together to implementation for the CRUD operation, what we did, the release it and do it and together. So that means I will continue the other REST clients implementation and do the unit test here. This is already there. I will continue this one further discussion, and then after that we will talk about a little bit more detail about how can you consume the different front-end technologies, and then with the mobile platform, and then JavaScript-based framework or Java-based framework. Because here I try to give it to you how the Java client works and how can you implement, how can you consume the many services into the your services, and then publish the services as a end services to consume in the front-end technology. I will talk about a little bit later. Now I said bye bye and goodbye. We will continue the further. Those who are still not subscribe the channels, please subscribe the channels, and we will try our best to give it to you the feedback for your ideas and your concept, and then and subscribe the channel, share with friends and colleagues, and then write down your comments into the channels. That will really help us to improve our skills, our working experience, and then also we will try our best to share with you our experience and our work experience. And now I say bye bye, goodbye, see you later, bye bye.